water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's up? Isn't it Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Yes, it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. No offense. That's just the order of the zodiac. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Trying to get back on these weekly messages. Let's see what we're have going on for the week of June 22nd to June 29th. We have Cancer season has begun. So welcome to a water sign season. Cancer season has begun. Welcome to feelings. I'm sure you guys are already comfortable with that. And we have the full moon on the 24th. It's Thursday, so go ahead and gather your things for your full moon ritual. If you have any questions, DM me. I might have some, breakdowns for what you can do. It's going to be a full moon in Capricorn, so wherever Capricorn lands in your chart, it would be, or whichever house it's in, it's going to be where it's going to be where it's most impactful. We also started a Jupiter retrograde today, as well as the end of Mercury retrograde. So I'm going to just say, because I'm prefacing all the videos with this, though Mercury retrograde might be over, its influence is not. There is a shadow period, and every now and then, usually it's like, yeah, it's a shadow period, meh. This time around, for some reason, maybe because Mercury was in Gemini retrograde and it's its natal position, the shadow period is feeling a little bit stronger than the retrograde. So if you're like, oh, I did okay, I made it all right, don't let your guard down just yet, okay? That's just my 2 cents. Let's see what the cards have to say for this upcoming week. So let's start with the current energies for water signs. Current energies for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Happy birthday to all my Cancer friends, all the Cancer homies. Hope you have a wonderful season. Cool. We have spiritual connection here, deep love, soulmates, and unity. And then we have frozen, stillness, silence, and no words. There's not a lot of communication going on with you and your spiritual connections. This could be your tribe, your partner, your whatever it is. This doesn't mean things are wrong, right? So this could be that you're not really communicating. There's not a lot of words happening, but maybe you're doing great and you're finding stillness and you're finding silence and that feels great. But maybe it doesn't, right? So this is feeling a little bit still, a little bit stuck possibly, not necessarily though, because this can also be a very relaxing, comforting type of energy for the water signs, depending on, let me plug this in. Slow that in, sorry. Where you are, who you are, right? This isn't going to resonate with everyone, so take what resonates. All right, water signs. You also may be feeling like your spiritual growth is stagnant and you're trying to kind of find some new ways to connect to your faith or connect to your spirituality or your spiritual practice, things like that. Oof, 9 of Swords, feeling anxious, having some insomnia, some overwhelming thoughts, kind of being in a little bit of a mental prison. Okay, so it's almost like the stagnant energy is making you feel like you're a little bit stuck, a little bit in your own kind of left to your own devices, okay? You're in both of these pictures, she's covering her hands with her eyes with her hands, and in the other one she's blindfolding. She's blindfolding herself. So I think right now what's really important for you this week is to not trust what you see. Trust what you're feeling, right? Try to be mindful that sometimes the way things are perceived is deceiving, okay? Because you're being encouraged to find some stillness. Water, when it's tapped on or you throw a rock in it, it ripples, okay? So try to maintain the stillness and not allow the stones to create too much of a ripple effect. The reaction that you're having may be coming from another person or even your own shallowness or superficiality or boredom, right? Or just like lack of things to do, right? Sometimes we kind of sit there, twiddle our thumbs, and then we find something to do. So there's like a little bit of stillness, stuckness, stagnant energy. I think I've already repeated that so many times. Let's move on. What is a challenge for water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel a lot of anxiety though. I do feel like it's like a lot, not that a lot's going on, but it's like a lot feeling like it's going on, and maybe like you don't have a grip on it, you know? What's a challenge for water signs? Euphoria, chasing thrills, joy, and laughter. You are struggling with finding your joy. You are struggling with laughing something off. You are getting overwhelmed by your tension, and so it's making it hard for you to kind of just like loosen up and let things happen and let it go with the flow, and let them bloom the way that they're supposed to. It almost seems like you're looking at something so close, like with the magnifying glass, trying to figure it out, but it's not allowing you to breathe and take a second and take a beat and say like, okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to fall apart. Let me just take a second. Maybe look for help. Okay. What's the challenge for water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is that in reverse? Okay. Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, Queen of Swords. Aries, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is air sign energy, so you might be dealing with an air sign, and that might be causing you some irritation. It could also be that you yourself are being a little bit sharp with your words. You're being a little bit more aggressive with your words. Maybe you've just started to learn your words in a new way, and you're tired of people's crap, and so you're like, I'm not standing for bullshit right now. Okay, 10 of Cups is family and emotional fulfillment. So this might be rooted in just like a family situation. You've been thinking about your family. You're influenced by your family. You're being this way with your family, or maybe there's a family member who's being this way towards you. Okay, and that is a challenge that you're being faced with this week. 9 of Cups in reverse is not getting what you want, not being seen how you want, not being what's the word? Not being complacent? No. Not feeling, wow, I lost the word. Not feeling like happy with how content, there we go. Not feeling content with how the situation is rolling out, how you're being seen in it, how your emotions are not being understood, okay? Things like that. And so these are some of the challenges that you're facing this week. Be mindful, though, that you don't end up being looked at as, be mindful of your actions and not letting these triggers like cause you to react in certain ways, because they might cause like you to show some narcissistic ticks, right? So everybody's like a little bit narcissistic in their own way, and so you want to be mindful and not try to manipulate the situation because you see it going one way when you want it to go another way. I hope that makes sense. All right, advice for the water signs. Advice. Harmony, peace, balance, and friendship, and receptive. Open heart, softness, and vulnerability. Influences on the bottom, dark attachments, and third parties. Okay. Be mindful of how you attempt to influence the situation. Peace, balance, and friendship. This is using some time to focus in on your artistic abilities, music, dance, painting, instruments, things like that. And stay open to receiving. Stay open to listening. Stay open to being soft. Maybe reach out to some friends. Advice. Maybe you've been spending too much time with your pod, right? Because COVID had us hanging out with just a limited amount of people. And so maybe it's time to reach out to some different friends, start to gain some different perspectives, okay? Because we've been living in a little bit of a vacuum, even with like social media. We have my sister's card. This could be dealing with siblings, a sibling situation. 10 of Pentacles, but it's also coming up in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. You need to tend to your finances this week, water signs, okay? You need to tend to your finances this week. And this means, yes, it's important to think about how you're spending your money, the ins and out of money, right? But being grateful, arigato in, arigato out. And also not freaking out, right? So you don't want to fall into like a scarcity mindset when it comes to this. You may want to reach out to some friends for some budgeting tips, or maybe a coach if that's something that you're into. You're being asked to be mindful of how you view money, be mindful of how you view your finances, and be careful of how you're spending money. And also be honest. You know, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm broke right now, I can't do that. But it's like, realistically, you can't, if you can't spend that $500 on that concert ticket, you know, don't do it. And sometimes we go through these little curves and things where, you know, money kind of flows up and down and things in the system are readjusting, and that's all great. But part of even spiritual growth is resistance, is being able to have discipline. Financial growth, being able to have discipline, right? And so it's not about like having a scarcity mindset, or, you know, well, I don't want to be too tight with my money because then no money's going to come to me. It's not about being tight. It's about being tactical, strategic, and disciplined, okay? Outcome for the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Distance, okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Boundaries. Okay, separation, barriers, and space. And then we have boundaries, drawing the line. All right, so if you're able to just kind of find some stillness, right? Focus on fixing your finances and spending some time being creative, then it looks like you're able to create the space that you want to create, right? The space that you need to create for savings, the space that you need to create in order for your room to feel better, the space that you need to create in order for people to just take a breather. You know, sometimes you can't keep having the same conversation with somebody. People need to breathe, they need to think, they need to experience life, they need to go out and do things, and then maybe they will see things differently. Okay, boundaries. Drawing the line and saying no. You will also find yourself understanding your own boundaries, feeling better about your own boundaries, and having some time to take care of you, because you're not all up in the mix doing all the things all the time. All right? 3 of Wands is about having patience and understanding that your ships are coming in. This is new job opportunities, new money, a new relationship. It's on its way to you, okay? But for the next 3 months, it looks like what you're learning about is boundaries, and it is about space and creating space, okay? 5 of Swords. This is like a selfish energy. This is somebody that maybe just wants to win at all costs, and they're self-serving. And I think the reason why you need space is because there are some people that are going through their own ish right now, and you don't want to be anywhere near that sword, okay? And then 6 of Wands, success. Okay, you're able to come back successful, acknowledged, recognized, okay? Also, because you are dealing with your financial issues and you are dealing with your own spiritual issues, it may make you a little bit like not easy to talk to. If that makes sense, you know? It may make you look bad, but it's because you're trying to like sort so many things out. So just kick it with like the people that you know are in your cool inner circle, right? Give yourself a few outings to tap in and check in with other people, right? And to get out of your vacuum. But also be mindful that you need to create some boundaries, that you need to be mindful of your spending. Okay. I hope that resonates. I kind of jumped around a little bit. I apologize. All right, let's see what the goddess cards have to say for the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Kelly, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. All right. Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. All right. And then we have unconditional love. Mary Magdalene. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So there is love. Okay. Things are just a little bit tense. There's growth happening. There's shifts that are happening. And so it can be a little bit difficult to get on the same page with everyone right now. Love others, love yourself and others, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay. Water signs. All right, it looks like affluence. Nice. This is a positive for that money that we were talking about. Wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual plane. If you're inquiring about a situation or a relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded. This is a symbol of Hindu Tantra, okay? And wealth and abundance, maybe that's why it's important to kind of sit down with your finances, organize them, rethink about how you're looking at it, how you're perceiving it, because sometimes we do get in like a scarcity mindset, or we get worried, or we kind of get overwhelmed by, you know, the potential losses, or the how will I recover from this, you know, and you need to kind of check in with yourself and bring in an abundance mindset. I'm trying to think of some good resources for people who are good at like shifting that. There's a book, it's called Psycho-Cybernetics, but it's pretty intense. It's an intense read. Water signs. Okay, let's do each one, please. Let's do Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please. Partnerships. Support. You are being guided to reach out to form partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist you with your endeavors. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly. All right, Cancer, so for you, that message about help applies. Decision in fear. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based in fear and not in heart-centered knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting to take control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth and make the best choice with a calm and centered manner. Nice, nice, nice. There you go. Maybe the messages were different for Cancers and then they're different for another sign. Okay. Scorpio. Denial, deception. There's a situation that you're refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios, to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. Then we have self-care, balance. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taking from me? Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. So there's a lot of reflection for my Scorpios, internal reflection. All right, Pisces. Messages for Pisces, please. Messages for Pisces. Humanitarian service. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being able to serve is a huge calling that is honorable and satisfying. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate. a confidant, an inspiration along the way. Underlying energy, we have addictions, compassion. The situation is being influenced by an addictive behavior that is influencing you or the person involved. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. I hope those messages resonated with you. They resonated with my brain. It was ringing. Alright, sorry for that interruption. See if the love angels have any messages, and take these as they resonate. I'm not going to go too deep in it, just if it's something you need to hear. So for Cancer, please, any love angel cards for the sign of Cancer. Okay, we have unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This doesn't feel like a love thing, so you might be kind of falling out with someone. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. All right. Cancer. Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Worth waiting for. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who has addictions, or you do, or the person you may be meeting is dealing with getting over their addictions. Then we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. That doesn't mean like a divorce necessarily. Alright, that doesn't necessarily mean separation. It could also mean a break. I just have to reset my whole phone because the Mercury retrograde thing is still happening. Alright, Pisces. Any love messages for Pisces? Healing family issues, Pisces. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So you're healing some family issues. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Nice message. Alright, so those are your messages. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram, moon_chola, to find the short version of this video. I'm wishing you all the best. Happy Cancer season, happy Jupiter retrograde, happy solstice, all the things, happy full moon, and I'll see you next week.